All right, peace, power, and love. Welcome to the big picture. So I jump on here, drop another one for y'all mind. Appreciate the subscribers that I have, new subscribers. I appreciate those that comment on the content. Um, I do respond, especially when it's lengthy, a lengthy comment. Um, Want to welcome my activatemedia.org radio family out of Boston, Mass. That'll actually get this broadcast tonight. Um, Shout out to Patrick as well as always. Just appreciative, like I say, I'm just me, and I'm really just concerned, about our well-being, about our welfare, um, about how we're treated. I worry about the things that we don't we don't have. The things that we need that we don't have. Um, and it's bothersome. It really troubles my spirit when I look at the condition we're in, and then I look at how content some of us are in the condition, and don't look or think about changing it or doing something to better the condition. Um, and there's so much going on right now. Let me go on and throw this in like I do every week, or every time I do this. We need each other. I really want us to recognize and understand that we need each other more than we know. And not only that, I mean, we need each other. We really are truly beneficial uh, for one another if we do it the right way. And yeah, it's some of us that gotta go too. Uh, but in the big scheme of things, on the other side of that, just think about how changed things will be uh, when there are really no more evil influences out here, the evil doers, uh, the creators, I will say, of most things evil on this planet, in this world. Uh, which leads me to the question and really to the topic. And let me do a real quick disclaimer just because the title is going to bother some people. But you know what? It should bother those people who need to be bothered. It should marinate in their mind and make them, I mean, feel some kind of way. Whether it be maybe I should change, or that nigga don't know what he talking about. And it'll be a lot of that. Because I'm finna say some things, so I'm not prejudiced. Well, I'm not racist because I don't have the power to be. I'm only prejudiced against racism and racists and all things wrong. And that's really the guiding force of the majority of the things that are wrong, which leads me to my title and my topic. What is wrong with you people? And I've used that term, on all my platforms. I've used it on several videos. When I did my other podcast on the other platform, I often use that word. And when I say it, I mean these races. Because I really want y'all to pay attention to a lot of the things that are going on. And I want you to get one thing out of your mind. If you don't get nothing else out of what I've said, just get this and understand this. The devil will never change. The devil will never relinquish power. What little power he has left. The devil is never going to atone for the things that they caused. So forget about that. The devil ain't gonna never change. He's never gonna stop doing what he does until he's no more. So take that in its entirety and in its full form, because the devil is all around us, even some of our own. And I often have referred to races as you people, but yeah, the devil is active, very active, and we have always been in the midst of him. We have always suffered at the hands of him. What is wrong with you people? And then still in today's society, you have people who have the gall to say, get over it. But they still want you to remember the Holocaust. That didn't even happen here. Trying to make somebody else's terroristic atrocity worse. Nobody has done it to the severity that America did slavery. There was slavery in several places, but America took it to a whole nother level. The brutality and just violent and terroristic things that it did for years upon years. And then they see nothing wrong with reaping those benefits. And see, that's the whole problem with them. People. How can you have it all and your greedy ass still want it all? On another one of my podcasts prior to this one, and there was a call-in show, and I used to have a lot of people call in. And one particular night, I was actually talking about taking care of our black women, when out of nowhere, a white nationalist called into the show. It's like, whoa, okay. And so we had a conversation. Actually, I can say slightly constructive. Their biggest fear These were his exact words. Matthew, never forget his name. His exact words were, he did not want his children to grow up being a minority. And that, folks, is their biggest fear. Being the underdog. They have always been the underdog. They just too arrogant to know it. Them people that don't never feel like they should say, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm not giving this land back. And to this very day, they still taking land like they used to. The woman who they were trying to strong arm, I think it was in North Carolina or South Carolina, but over that way. I can't remember her name. I've read so many. But they were trying to strong arm her land. And what was the name of that documentary, Mish, that we watched where they was end of the road? Or
hold on, I'll tell you in 1 second.
But this happened in the 80s. So, I mean, what is wrong with these people? They took this land from these brothers and made up some old trumped up mess and threw them in jail. And then just took their land because of where it was at. Just like I've always said about that area where they flooded out all the black people in New Orleans. And that area now is going to be developed into, some prime hotel front on the water, casino type stuff. Just, keep saying good morning and pay attention. See, these people don't have no value for life. And then if you don't agree to give up the land, they'll take it. Just like those brothers in that documentary. And if you haven't saw it, really check it out, because this was, in the 80s. So that really wasn't that long ago.
It was called Silver Dollar Road.
Silver Dollar Road. Yeah. So, this is stuff that these people still want to do and will do. And especially in these smaller towns and in these smaller places, and even in some of these larger cities, they always have us in a segregated area, predominantly, majority. They'll throw up apartment buildings, I see, in these cities, and flood them with us as well. That's part of being able to keep their eye on a majority of people. Just so many things that these people have gotten away with. And it's really time for something different. It's time for something better than what we got right now. And honestly, nothing is better than what we got right now. Now, I'm not just saying lawlessness, but what I am saying is, where is the true law? Because there really is no true law. Laws are made for certain people to abide by. And then when those who do get caught up, it's because they're used up. And then when it comes to us, it don't matter. They give it to you, they'll take it right from you. That's why I say we need each other. And that's why I say too, a lot of these, these things that we're going through, if we'll just come together, a lot of it would stop. We could stop these people from doing the madness that they do. And then, like I say, they never want to atone. Right now, them three people who gunned down Ahmaud Arbery have raised enough money. See, and this is what I'm saying we got to understand. And this is why we got to start putting our minds, body, and soul and dollars to work for us. Have raised enough money, and they're getting lawyers to appeal that case. See, these people don't have no sense of remorse. And I heard a while ago on the news, a clip came on before I started this. Ahmaud Arbery's aunt say that's what's really hurting us the most, or something to that effect. And naturally, the men who killed your nephew for jogging, and this is why I say if we had the right tone, and not just the right tone, but the right stance and the right togetherness, unity, man, we can kill that noise. All these bodies that they keep finding hanging in these trees, senseless. The way these police keep gunning us down. And I was just listening to a broadcast earlier. I just caught the tail end of it, but I did hear that the police were harassing a group of kids. Excuse me. And one of the kids took off running, and the policeman ran him down, not just down, but over him. There were tire marks, they said, on this kid's body. The officer ran him down and over him in his police cruiser. See, this is the shit. I said I wasn't gonna curse. These are the things that agitate me the most. And we don't hear about them now. The media has been silenced. At one point in time, the media was told to throw it in our face because that's what they were doing every time it would happen. And there were so many. Y'all think back and remember how many of those that we saw over a 5-year period, 6-year period, any given year, starting at 2012 with Trayvon Martin, because for me that was the jump off when George Zimmerman, monkey ass, killed that boy for nothing. And then I feel like Trayvon was putting them hands on him, and that's why he pulled that gun, because he knew he couldn't whoop that young boy. So he had to pull that gun to get him off of him, when he was told to just leave him alone. But see, that's something about these people that they just can't do, is leave us alone. And that's really all we wanted to do, is be left alone. When you really break it down and think about it, and I think we would accomplish a little bit more once we come together and keep them out. And I mean completely out. you know, we need to start doing self-sufficient type of things and being self-reliant upon ourselves and each other, as opposed to always having to step outside of our people. And we need to start learning how to deal with one another and do business with one another again, like we used to have to do, you know. And we should have never gotten away from that, because that was the backbone of our communities. Those businesses, you know, were supplying some jobs, you know, and just uh, essential needs, health needs, hospitals and schools, educational needs. These things were all within the communities, you know, until those people came along and burned it down, looted it, and, you know, did what they do. Like I say, the devil is the king of destruction. The devil is the king of terrorism and all things bad. Yeah, just pay attention. Then you got this government, and this is why I say, yeah, we need to just tear it down and start all over. This government that ain't never been for the people. The devil don't love himself. How he loves somebody else? And yeah, I mean that this government is satanic as well. Yeah, it's of Satan. Yeah, I said it. From the top to the bottom, White House to the courthouse. See, these people feel like, well, the thing is, they never have been checked. And they feel, I'm going to say a word, I know it, uncheckable. They feel like they can't be checked. Well, it's time for some checking to happen. And not only that, in the midst of that, it's time for us to start moving ourselves truly away from those people. Look, they letting Trump run for president again. Now, Trump tried to tear down the whole American way, and they letting him run for president again, facing criminal charges, felonies, but they letting him run again. And what do we vote for? Why do we vote? Now, this is the kind of madness that we run to the polls to go vote for Ain't Shit Joe. I ain't giving him no slack either. And then Hyde Harris, you know, Miss Chucks and Pearls. Yeah, they out here now shucking and jiving and pandering for votes already. It's election season this year. So why do we keep wasting our time with the American way? Because the American way ain't even the American way. And it ain't the right way. It's definitely not the right way to do nothing. To do a whole lot of the way they do things here is not the right way to do them. Period. But when you have a certain type of people in control, nothing's going to change till the people change it, till we change it. And that time is fast approaching because change is inevitable. I don't care what it is. Nothing's going to always stay the same forever. It's going to change inevitably. nothing. Say when you plant a tree, it grows, and it lives its lifetime or whatever. Unless something tragic happens, a fire or something, and but it grows and then it starts aging and drying out and rotting and then you have to cut it down. But life's the same way. Same way. We're planted here for a certain while to do certain things, and then we exit, and we have got to start living like we want to live and not living like we ready to die or just waiting to die, because sometimes I feel like we have given up. I feel like we're letting the devil win. We letting these people win. And that's why I asked the question, what is wrong with these people? What's really wrong with them? And then, like I said, they don't see nothing wrong with what they do, how they do things, how they do people. They spit in our face and laugh in our face at the same time, but love us shucking and jiving and boot licking, and that's why I ain't for all that. Not for your entertainment purposes. None of us are for their entertainment purposes, but that's all they like to see us do: dribble, run, dance, sing. Yeah. And then in the mix of that, they getting more than the person that they pimping. And we've seen that happen in real time in several instances, over the years. People who will, and this is the kind of person that will set you up. That's why I say all of us ain't good for us either, because there's some of us out here detrimental to the race. And it's always that one William O'Neill type cat that ain't got no integrity, that old Steve Harvey type cat that say his integrity can't pay no bills, but his integrity can keep him respectable. Cause what all these money chasing, like that's what's wrong with this whole country. These people have everybody convinced that you gotta work and do this and do that and do this and then to keep you going and going and going. And see, these are the haves, and they toying with the have-nots, controlling the have-nots, and still trying to figure out how they can get rid of the have-nots, because not only are they the have-nots, they the unwanted nots. You know what I mean? They are unwanted, and that's us, expendable. Look at how this country does its own veterans who go and fight and lose limbs and everything else for this country. And you see more homeless, displaced veterans out here in these streets with no place to go, no food to eat, no job, no nothing. But this is America. And this is why it's time for change. Period. America's jacked up. I mean, what's wrong with these people? Pushing all these abominable, I'll say it like that, agendas. and then will lie and spit in our face and give money to Ukraine, give money and fund Israel's genocide, because that's what it is. So, I mean, what else do we need to see? What else is it that we need to see to let you know that America has its day of reckoning coming, period? These people who feel like they are so untouchable and so righteous have a day of reckoning coming. Because, see, the thing about it is, they know that ain't no white Jesus coming back to save them, because they made him up. They made him up to trick the world into thinking that they was the ones, when looking in the mirror, we the ones. And they want that bloodline, like I talked about in a couple of videos back. That's what it is. It's about it. They envious. We some envious people, but they real envious. But not only are they envious, they devious with it. Real devious. And will take you out. Get somebody, pay somebody close to you to take you out. And like I say, it's always a sucker duck Negro out there that will sell his integrity because he more in love with money. Damn how I'm looked at. I got money. Well, I like, want to be liked a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to have a couple of friends, but you have those people who get so enthralled in themselves that don't nothing or nobody else matter. And a whole lot of those people's characteristics have been soaked up and absorbed by some of us. And that's the sad thing, that some of us have been convinced by the very ones by the ancestors of the very ones that was whooping, beating, and dragging, and kicking, and raping, and pedophiling our ancestors. And we ready to forgive them. Don't be like that dude. Don't be like the brother in Memphis. I can't call his name right now, but the cop said he was sorry, and this brother said he forgive him. Really, now is not the time for forgiveness. And they ain't never really apologized for what they done to us. And then they keep shitting on us, telling us they can't do anything for us as far as reparations. Because don't y'all understand, when we were granted our so-called freedom, our ancestors didn't have nothing. Nothing. A lot of them had nothing more than what was on their shoes and on their back, and that was it. See, and that's a hard choice when you got to work from sun up to sundown, and might get beat for not doing enough work, but at least I get to eat a little bit of pig guts and pig ears and hog head, the stuff that our ancestors had to turn into something that could be consumed to give you some sustenance. Because if not, you was going to die out there in them cotton fields. What's wrong with these people? And they don't see nothing wrong with that. They trying to erase all of that. And this is why I was like what I'm saying. with them murderers of Ahmaud Arbery, wanting an appeal. No, sit your ass down. You should have left him alone. Do your time. But see, this is how they band together collectively. It's some more yeehaw. Cowboy hat, big world champion belt buckle wearing thugs out there, just like them thugs. And they where they need to be in jail. That's where thugs belong, in jail. That's what a thug would do. Get in his pickup truck and run somebody down and just shoot them for no reason. That's what thugs do. That's what gangs do. Yeah, with two trucks, three of them, three gang members, three thugs. Now they want free. Now they want to appeal the hate crime conviction. No, the judge should not even allow that. Some things should not even be allowed after certain circumstances and certain things have been done. But this is America. And that courtroom has always worked in the white man's favor in 95% of most cases in this country. That courtroom always works for them. And they don't always have to necessarily have the funds either. But that's what we dealing with. These people are who we dealing with. And we know this, and we still don't deal with these people. What's wrong with these people? I mean, somebody can honestly leave a comment. Let me know really what's wrong with these people, because I'm really trying to understand. It's not that I'm trying to feel sympathetic for them, nothing like that. I'm just trying to understand y'all mindset. How is it that you can hate somebody for nothing? For absolutely nothing. And then, like I was about to say too, they want to sweep slavery and all that. They don't want it being taught. They ashamed of it. But they not ashamed enough to apologize and do what's right by the people who they did it to. So damn, they shame. They should be ashamed. I'd be ashamed too if my bloodline was connected to that kind of ignorance, stupidity, brutality, and all that other madness. Because that's all they was a bunch of damn thugs, gang members, forcing their will upon people. It's what thugs do. It's what gangs do. And then you got a janky ass government that'll sit back, watch this happen, and say nothing. Department of Justice says nothing. Ain't shit Joe, nothing. In Hyde Harris, nothing. Nothing for the folks that helped y'all get in there. And that's why I say we need to really reevaluate the things that we think are important, because that vote ain't as important as you make it seem. And a whole lot of y'all make me sick. I'm just going to say it. Yeah, you gonna vote next year. You better get on out there and vote. You know we don't need Trump back in there. We don't need Biden back in there neither. The hell has he done? Look at how jacked up mess is right now. Just look at how jacked up things are. It's messed up out here. You got to make choices right now, survival choices. I pay my light bill, or get groceries. I can get a few groceries, and then I put a little bit on my light bill. I pay my water bill. Damn, rent due, nigga. Oh, fuck. Got to get back and forth to work. Got to have gas money. Gas going right back up. Regulating the people, but not regulating these big corporations, these big money makers. Allowing them to monopolize the very people they supposed to be overseeing and giving a good experience in life. Yeah, right. These people, the liars, the thieves, the real thugs, the real gangsters. Yeah. I don't understand. I guess it's just something that we will continue to deal with until we are tired of being sick and tired. There'll come a day, but in the meanwhile, we really should gather ourselves and be bringing ourselves together, because the devil is at it 24/7. The devil don't sleep. The devil is at it, and he's always in the mix, waiting to slip in, and always ready to make the wrong decision. Just like, look at America. And don't be distracted by all this Diddy mess. I mean, damn that boy. He should have done what was right. Period. Instead of thinking that he was so high and mighty like those people. See, that's what I mean when some of us start acting like them. Instead of us trying to rub off on them, we conform to the way they do things. And some of us do it and get consumed in it. And now you got to pay a price for that. We all got to pay a price for the shit that we didn't do right. All of us. Ain't nobody exempt from that. See, those people feel like they so arrogant, and they done stole our identity and really think that's who they are. But you can take a house that's needs a little work on it and paint it and make it look a little decent, but you ain't done really what need to be done. And that's something that they have never done. Really looked at themselves in the light that they are really, their true character. And believe me, yeah, they know who they are and they know who they want to be. But you can't duplicate greatness. Can't be done. And we need to stop conforming to their ways and rebuild our culture and put our brand back in place. It's the Black First movement in my world, and anybody that's with that. I mean, because that's what it really should be about. See, these people don't want to see us coming together. These people work endlessly to make sure that it ain't nobody that can bring the people together in a constructive manner, not destructive. They love to see us out in the streets setting shit on fire and all that old shit, breaking glass and stealing shit, rioting. Yeah, they put that all over the media, be all over that. But we need to be all over each other. I keep saying that we need to start loving one another and being there for one another. Brothers, it's time for us to really do our job. Bring back our true culture. Who we are, we ain't who they say we are. Some of us are thoroughly convinced that's who we are. That's all we are. We not. They trying to be us, and we trying to be them. And I ain't trying to be the devil. What's wrong with you people? Y'all don't have no kind of integrity, self-respect, no type of empathy, nothing. No atonement. But you got a price to pay, just like all of us. So to each his own. But to the ones that I love and to the ones that, follow me, hey, just do what's right. Sometimes it may not be easy, but it's better. It's better to just do what's right. Then you ain't got no kind of regrets. You ain't got that kind of feeling and mindset like, dang, I shouldn't have done that. You ain't got them thoughts. Just do what's right. Period. Some of us be looking for the shortcut and get over on anybody just to get where we trying to get. You step and squash on your own just to get over there to be with somebody that don't even want you there in the first damn place. And then kiss and skin and grin and smile and shit with them. And they don't love you because they don't love nobody. Those people have no concept of love. Like, what's wrong with you people? Y'all know who I'm talking to. That's all I got. Yeah, I'm gonna get over here before I get banned in the USA. Who cares? Ain't nothing great about it. But y'all know I love y'all. It's so past time for us to get on another level so we can pull our young people up out of this hole that they got them in right now. And we can start schooling our own and giving them a different mindset. Not this Americanized, American westernized educational system, and start giving them back some of us and what we've done. Because a lot of our youth don't know. Hell, a lot of things we didn't know till we were grown. But we know, so we got to start passing that down so that it won't be lost. And won't nobody have an opportunity like those people so often do. Will take a story and it's all about them when it was all about the people that done it for real. Wasn't even nothing like them. But they done made it all about them and claimed the whole identity. They done it. Make a whole character. But it looked like them. But it ain't. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Like I say, that's all I got. Leave a comment. I'm really asking a question. I'm really asking. What's wrong with you people? I really would like to know you all have your mind made up about what's wrong with us, and you know, some looking in the mirror and taking a hard look at yourself. That's what some of you people need to do. Yeah, because you people is something else, and you people see no fault in what you do when it's plenty. But I'm out of here. Been another episode, y'all. The big picture. I appreciate y'all. Like I say, that have subscribed, been subscribing, tell a friend, keep liking. Hope y'all appreciating the content. Leave a comment. Like I say, I do comment back. I do respond when I get comments. Because that's really what it's all about. We got to start having these hard conversations, and then not only that, we got to start learning how to agree to disagree and keep moving forward, and stop letting one little bump in the road break up a whole nation, because it's happened in the past. And we got to be more vetting, gotta be more vetting, and keeping the circle small, tight, so we can do this work, so we can build without interruption or terroristic threat or violent action. Y'all know the routine. But I'll be dropping another one soon. I'm trying to get a little more content up, but life things be happening, and life is life and right about now. But I'm gonna keep checking in and doing what I do, because like I say, I do it out of love, concern, and just wanting to see my people prosper and not have to wait to death to experience peace. You don't know nothing about it when you are passed on. But y'all, let's do better. Let's really do better. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Like I always say in closing, let's plan, organize, and unify, because we all have a key right here and right here. I'm out. Peace, power, and love.